Here we have my extra large hand on this brand new brake rotor, brake pads that we're going to be putting on the car along with the hardware. It's not that hard of an operation, but before we get started, we're going to caffeine up. And right here is probably the most important step of everything. You're going to want to chalk off the back wheels because we're going to lift the front wheels. And the last thing you want is for the car to move while the front is lifted, because either it's going to land on your legs and completely fuck your shit up or fuck something from the car up. Anyways, you're going to hop in the whip, swerve that corner, whoa, and disengage your parking brake just like that. Press whatever buttons you need to press. Anyways, I'm going to put some large gloves on my extra large hands because I like a tight fit. You know what I mean? Wink. And you're going to swift through your tool bag and look for the correct size sockets to take off the lug nuts. I have two different size lug nuts on the left and right wheel, so I need two different size sockets. But while the car's on the floor, you're going to break the nuts loose using a breaker bar. You want to do this while the car's on the floor. That way the car doesn't move or the tires don't spin in the air. And right here, we're going to use our floor jack to prop the car up. And then we're going to use a jack stand so we could hold one side up. And then we're going to take the floor jack to the other side. And you're going to want the wheel to sprint freely like that. It's just going to make everything easier later on. That's why we also chalk off the back wheels, because we're going to have the front lifted, like I said. So one jack, one floor jack. Maybe I'm putting a little bit too much faith in the floor jack, but both wheels have free spin. We're going to take off the wheels using our handy-dandy Harbor Freight ratchet. And right here, you're going to see that we're going to have to take off the two caliper bolts. They're 17 millimeters on this car. So before we do that, we're going to have to take out the safety pin and the hardware. And like I said, leverage is your best friend. I'll use a little bit of assistance from a hammer and a rubber mallet to get the job done. Using leverage to take out the old brake pads. They still have a lot of meat, but since we're changing out the rotors, which are grooved, those are probably damaged too. So we're just going to change everything out. And this is why we lifted it in the car and took off the e-brake. That way we could turn it. And that way we could also get our breaker bar in here, because it's a pain not to, you know. So you're just going to use leverage to your advantage. You're going to take off the bolts with your handy dandy ratchet. Then you're going to hang the caliper to where there's no stress on the brake line. If you fuck up your brake lines, it's not on me, bro. You got to hang that shit to where there's no stress on that brake line. You fuck that up, it's going to be expensive. So please just be wary. Hang it to where it doesn't dangle on that black line, all right? So right here, you see the rotors are grooved to shit. I changed it up because every time I was at the McDonald's drive-thru, I would turn the wheel and start braking, and you would hear the it was pretty embarrassing, so I stopped going to that one. But right here, you see the new rotors that we're going to be putting on. Very pretty, very smooth. I'm going to hit them with the, put your hands where I can see them, like that right there. But right here, we have the new brake pads, just opening it up. And just how we took everything apart, we're going to put it back together. So right here, we have the rotors. We're going to, actually, this is another step that I forgot about. We're going to have to compress the pistons and the caliper all the way back as much as you could. It's going to make putting in the new brake pads very easy, or a little bit easier. I still use assistance from the rubber mallet once they're about 50% in. So putting on the caliper, honestly, this took like 30 minutes. I couldn't, for some reason, I didn't want to go back in, but shout out editing, making it look like I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but in the moment, it was windy and I was stressed. Anyways, you're going to grab your torque wrench. For this car, it's 100 pounds, and you're going to tighten it to 100 pounds. You hear double click, 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 and you know that it's 100 pounds. Maybe a little bit more, but that's fine. 17 millimeter done, and you're going to slide in your brake pads. So however you can, you know, it's a tight fit, but I like tight fits. So, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show you how to change your brakes and rotors using the assistance from the rubber mallet. We're just going to whack them into place gently. And then we're going to put the hardware back to how it was. We're going to spin it to where the hole's showing. And we're going to put the safety pin back in. And like I said, you're going to use leverage. You're going to pull it all the way. And then you're going to hop back in the car, align the steering wheel, and put the wheel back on just how you took it off. And I forgot to show the step where I torqued the wheels down. But for this car, it's 76 foot-pounds. Anyways, you can see that pretty-ass brake rotor and the dirty-ass tire. But literally, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to take off the wheel. We're going to take off the hardware and brake pads. You see how dusty my car is. Needs a car wash. If anybody's a detailer, especially for the exterior, let me know. I need to buff out some scratches. But yeah, you're going to use leverage as you always do. You're going to spin it. You're gonna break the nuts loose, take out the bolts, hang your caliper to where there's no stress on the brake line. Take out the rotor, install your new rotor, bada bing, bada boom. You should be able to do this in your sleep, guys. Literally, this is like a 5-year-old could do this if he had to. But it's not that hard. The first time is always the hardest. Don't be afraid. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, Lexus wanted to charge me $900 for this. So with the money that I saved, I'm going to be buying a lot of alcohol and a lot of drugs. So it should be a wonderful time. That's why I like to work on my own car, save a little bit of money here and there so I can have a little bit more fun. I also forgot to mention that before you clamp the pistons, make sure you open your brake fluid reservoir. Don't ask me why, just do it. But anyways, if you enjoyed this type of content, please subscribe, blow it up, run those ads up, subscribe to my Patreons, to my OnlyFans, and yeah, I actually don't have that, but please make this video blow up and spread the awareness that your boy works on cars. I need money for steroids. Steroids are not cheap. And I want to blast gear, honestly. So help your boys' dreams come true. Share the video. If it helped you, give it a like or whatever, you know. But keep on watching the videos. Be on the lookout. Let me know what you want to see in the comments below. But anyways, it's your boy signing out. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.